One race left to decide the championship in the inaugural season of Marbula One. But before you can race in the championship decider, you must qualify. Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Greg Woods as we take a look at the floodlit tunnel, one of many features that this racetrack will throw at our competitors. You see that bridge, invisible to the eye. No sides on it either, so you gotta be really careful as you get ready to enter the backstretch, shoot around onto the pit straight, and around the final turn, and across the line. Not quite 13 meters, this track length. You see the tunnel and a very twisty first sector. And our competitors that will attempt to get on pole and position themselves best for a run at the championship. Hive is the first one out on track. Best finish of the season came back at Hive Drive in 7th. Quick sprint out of the tunnel across that bridge. You've got to be really careful. Because again, if you go off the side, there is nothing there to catch you. 14th in Hive's last time out at Greenstone. And comes across with a 25.93. Resi, the next one on track. Quick out of the gate and through the opening chicanes. Resi, a little bit quicker through the first sector. Qualified in 3rd back at the O Raceway, 6th at Hive Drive, but it's just continued to drop off with a 12th place at Greenstone. Narrowly holding on to that lead, heading into the final couple turns. Resi gets pole position for now by half a second. Picked up a lot in the 3rd sector alone. Now Sublime. Difficult start to the season, but recovered at the Mo Motorway, at least in qualifying, with 4th en route to a 10th place finish, 16th at the short circuit. But Sublime needing to make up some time here. Exits over the bridge fairly cleanly. We've seen most of the marbles thus far bump into those blocks. And didn't help a ton. 82 hundredths back. Rojo Uno out now, 5th place back at Greenstone after an 8th place in qualifying. A little bit slower on the split out of the first sector as Rojo Uno through the tunnel. Out onto the bridge, a little bump off of that block. 16 hundredths down. It is still doable with a great 3rd sector. Rojo Uno provisionally 2nd. Ooh, and a little bit of an early start there by Momo. 4th to 6th at Greenstone. Best finish of the season thus far, sitting well down the order, though, in 26th place, but is in the green so far. 9 hundredths clear. Can Momo keep it off the walls? 43 hundredths. Pole to Momo after our first 5 runners. Now Waspy out on track, our pole sitter back at the O Raceway. As you can feel the intensity start to ratchet up just a little bit, as flashing through the first sector reveals 9 hundredths in the green. And that's been shaved to just 1/100th of a second. Waspy, 16th in the standings. 3rd here today. 48 hundredths back. Momo nearly half a second clear of the field. Still a lot of runners left. Clutter is the next one. Our race winner back at the Mo Motorway. Had a dismal showing back at Greenstone and is dead even through the first split. Out of the tunnel, keeping the speed up. Fairly cleanly over the bridge, but now 3 hundredths down. Still well within range for Clutter. And just misses out. 3rd sector was not kind to Clutter. Now Prim for Team Primary. 2 poles to Prim's name back at the Mo Motorway and at the short circuit, and needs to make up 5 hundredths here. All of these runners are fairly close through the first couple of sectors. It's fallen away just a little. Prim down the pit straight. 39 hundredths, good enough provisionally for 3rd. Now Jelle, pole sitter back at Greenstone in a very eventful race at that time. That is not counting, of course, the Razway. If you just went, that was a whole other animal. Jelle, really hard jaunt off of that block and is now nearly half a second down. Keeps it off the pit wall. 56 hundredths, good enough for 6th. Now Mallard, 19th in the standings overall. Yet to finish below 9th place in any race in which Mallard has competed. 5 hundredths clear so far. Looking to build on it through the second sector. A little glance off the block leads to 6 hundredths down. What does Mallard have in the final turn? 3rd place. Be fairly happy with that, but it all came undone in the 3rd sector. Bolt, our 2nd place finisher, and Bolt's last time out at Greenstone is 14 hundredths ahead right now. Trying to keep the pace up. Not a bad exit over the bridge, 3 hundredths still ahead of 1st place. Bolt around the turn. And what happened there? Was doing so well and struggled in the 3rd sector, and Bolt provisionally 10th. Now we get into our final 5. Snowy, 3rd place in the individual standings. 3rd place finish at the Savage Speedway, winner at Short Circuit, and is faster than pole speed so far. A beautiful exit off the bridge, but look at that, 31 hundredths down. Lost it prior to the tunnel, around the turn, 7th for Snowy. Now we get into our final 4. Any of these teams can still win the championship, but they need a good showing from their racers in qualifying. Starry, 1/10 down. Ooh. Hard bump off of the wall through the tunnel. Decent over the bridge, but the time keeps slipping away. Team Galactic on the fringe of being able to win, and will not be helped by a provisional 12th place here. Now Clementin. Oh, Speedy has already started. Oh my gosh, this happened at the Short Circuit as well, but who is going to benefit or lose out? Clementin, hearing the ruckus behind, no action taken though, as it seems like everything is fine. They're separated just enough they can't see each other on any of the straights. Speedy is quicker. Clementin around the turn, 10th place, but what does Speedy have? For the Savage Speeders, they take pole. One runner left, and it's Hazy. Has had to witness all of the drama that we just had on that run, that dual run. The Hazers well out in front in the championship, 90 points to 76 over the Savage Speeders. They don't have to start on pole or finish there, but they do need a good showing in the race, and Hazy can make things a little easier with a decent finish here. Half a second to make up. Around the final turn, Hazy. Disappointing, down in 15th. It's a little bit of a surprise. Hazy second to last. And what does this mean for the permutations tomorrow? Savage Speeders take pole position. As there you see, with the top 4 eligible to win. Be sure to subscribe for more. Stay tuned. We hope to see you tomorrow for the Marbula One Championship Finale.